Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is Scorpio's mid-month Magic and Manifestation check-in for mid-March to mid-April of 2023. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you would like to get in contact with me, feel free to drop a comment below in the comment section. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there's only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is truly most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. I also want to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much, and again, thank you so much. I'd also like to remind everyone to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs for a broader picture of what may be going on. You can also check out the full moon and the new moon readings that I offer here as well at Om Oracle Tarot. All right. Without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Scorpio's path of magic and manifestation for mid-March to mid-April of 2023. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and I only take jumpers from the deck. While there may be moments of silence while I may be shuffling the cards, do pay attention to anything you might see within your mind's eye. You might also hear a word or some song lyrics. Strong emotion may bubble up, or you might smell something that reminds you of something or someone. Do pay attention to this, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading. As we're not together in the physical, I am connecting to your energy. And in a lot of ways, it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself. So do pay attention to that. Whew. Whew. All right. So, I can't sugarcoat this for you, so I can only give it to you how it's being given to me. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Tower, the Death card, and at the bottom we have the Three of Swords here. So you start out mid-March. You're about your manifestation. You're going for your abundance. It does appear that you're on your discipline. But the universe appears to have other plans for you, as there is this sudden change that's coming somewhere in mid-March to mid-April. It is a little unclear, and it's going to be a little different for everyone, but it is going to create this upheaval, a certain level of chaos in your life. But with this is also coming an awakening here. So this is also speaking about perhaps a renovation in your life. This may be people, places, or things that may be shuffled in or out of your life at this time. But this is definitely unexpected, because you're on a trajectory, and there has been this change, and this feels, for you, it feels like it has definitely disrupted your trajectory. And so this is a painful ending for you. But it is marking this important transformation here. To where you may perceive some things as failures. And the Spirit is kind of asking you to let that go. Because this is, even though this is unpleasant, this is a heavy redirection. Wherever you were going, even though it may have looked great, the universe, the divine, however you want to word that, definitely has other plans. So it's not like you're not going anywhere. The universe is redirecting you, but in kind of a heavy, abrupt kind of way. Unfortunately, sometimes that's how that happens. But this is a transition for you. And it's like when you're about what you're aiming for, you're in the light of the sun, things look bright, and then there's this tower that creates this shadow, this night. But with this causes this change for this new day to dawn for you. So there is this end of the old, and there is this transition into something new, and it is a little unclear of what that is, but you are getting a heavy redirection. And at the bottom, we have the Three of Swords. So this is not only sudden, but this is in some cases painful, as not everyone we would like to go with us on our journey can go with us, or perhaps the death of some of these aspirations is very painful because you may have had a lot riding on these. There may be levels of identity, how you identify yourself with this trajectory, and your plans, how you saw your future going. This is all kind of coming to a painful end, but it's to the good, because this is a redirection. Where you were headed ultimately was not in alignment with the truth of yourself, and that where you're destined to be, where you will truly be fulfilled, is on the other side of this. So this is a very heavy redirection. And all right, well, let's see how this goes. If you're still here with me, please give us 3 cards for what is on Scorpio's path of magic and manifestation for mid-March to mid-April of 2023. The Eight of Cups. This one hit first. All right. All right. So we have the Eight of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Hangman. So you are walking away from the past, even though this is painful. And there is a sense that all of a sudden you realize that these cups of opportunity that you thought you had are all dried up. And for some of you, someone else may have drank your cups. This is a metaphorical cup, of course. And so you are walking away from this, and it does feel like you are a little forlorn. At least for the second half of March, this is weighing kind of heavily on you. You are walking away, though, and you're like, okay, there has to be something better in store for me. I feel like you kind of know that intuitively with the Three of Wands. You're getting this foresight into the future, and like I said, you're like, there must be a reason why this happened the way that it did. And when you begin to think like that, you begin to expand from this contracted place. And this, with the Hierophant here, this marks this spiritual level up for you to do that, because you're leaning into this redirection, I feel like, with the notion that this must have happened for a higher purpose. And so this is causing you also to recalibrate your spiritual beliefs, but the beliefs in yourself, because you believed yourself to be going one direction. Now you're going in another direction. And you most likely are seeking some level of guidance or advice from those around you, elders in your community, or whatever that may be for you, people you respect their advice. And so it does appear like on this card, you're being given the keys here to move forward. It's like there's this doorway to this new day dawning, but you do need the key, and kind of realizing that this must be for a higher purpose is what grants you this key. We have the Hangman, so this is definitely a metamorphosis, this transition that you're going through. Again, the Spirit is asking you to let go, let flow. The current of the universe is trying to take you someplace, and so the advice is to go with that. And this is all definitely giving you a new perspective on a lot of things, your purpose, the presence of the divine in your life, or the Spirit, however you word that. But you're also getting this new perspective on yourself. And initially, when this hits, you're going to want to take a pause. You're going to want to kind of take a break a little bit and do some R&R, rest, relax, find some time to meditate, contemplate, and kind of get your head on straight so that you can move forward, because this is going to rock your foundation a little bit. And for some of you, a lot of it. So please give us 3 cards for what is on Scorpio's path of magic and manifestation for mid-March to mid-April of 2023. Queen of Discs, 4 of Swords. One more, please. And another 3 of Wands. Here, so that at the bottom we have the 3 of Cups. So we have a couple 3s here on the table. 3 is the number of creativity. So moving forward, you are being asked to go with the flow, but you are also going to want to get creative on how you move forward. And that I feel like that will present itself when you're on the other side of the impact of this. But we have the Queen of Discs, or the Queen of Pentacles here. So you're looking at things very practically. This makes sense. And you almost have to, because, like I said, this is kind of rocking your foundation. And this is something that you were kind of depending on, whatever this was that you were working on. This is something you were really nurturing here. But this is, again, this redirect. That there's something else that there's something else you're destined to nurture, whatever that means. And here we have the 4 of Swords. So like I said earlier, the importance of meditation, really contemplating your next move seems to be important. And recouping your energies, taking this pause and doing something nice for yourself, even if it's just taking a nap, whatever this is for you. Go ahead and give this to yourself. And again, we have the 3 of Wands here. So following the intuitive hits of your foresight here, and really listening to it, and again, realizing that this must somehow be for your greater good. And this allows you to expand from this contracted place. And we have the 3 of Cups. And on this card, it says abundance. So you are headed towards this abundance. This also speaks of collaborations, friendships. So I feel like this is where you're being directed towards. I feel like you kind of like to do things on your own pace. You like to depend on yourself. But the Spirit is redirecting you towards this collaboration that is going to lead to your abundance. So do take that into account, because there may be people that want to collaborate with you. And the Spirit is indicating that would be in your best interest. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Scorpio's path of magic and manifestation for mid-March to mid-April of 2023. All right. 8 of Cups again. Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Devil card. At the bottom we have the Knave of Chalices, or the Page of Cups in the Rider-Waite. So with the 8 of Cups, again, you are walking away from these empty cups here, and it does appear that these have been spilled out, and I don't feel like it was you that spilled them out, but they have been spilled out. And so you are walking away from that old dream here. And it's kind of like on this card, this person has this dream of writing this book or doing their homework or whatever they're doing here, and the Spirit has taken their pen, and they are frantically looking for their pen so they can finish their project or write down this important thought that came to mind, and the Spirit is taking their pen. So the Spirit is metaphorically took your pen, emptied these cups out of what it was actually not meant for you, and this is this heavy redirect here, and it is redirecting you towards this Ace of Cups or Ace of Chalices in this. So this is this overflowing of abundant emotion here, this abundance here, this overflowing. So, and with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you have put a lot of work into this, and there is some more hard work to be done, of course, and it feels like the energy feels a little slow, and you're wanting to kind of have this transition be as quickly as possible, but the universe again has other plans. This is going to take a little bit longer, I feel like, than you want it to. There's definitely some uncomfortableness taking place from mid-March to mid-April. And we have the Devil here. So you are kind of having to deal with these shadow elements. This brings up a lot of shadows. So it's important to take the time out to process these things, integrate them, and release them. You may be dealing with some attachments to this old dream that has spilled out. And because of this, in this kind of in-between zone, there might be addictions and temptations that kind of bubble up to the surface. This even might have you re-engaging in unhealthy relationships from the past. So the Spirit is putting this here so that you know this energy is going to be around, so that you can kind of react accordingly. And the indication is to really not go with this indulgence. Here is this on this card. This person is having a large ice cream sundae. So this temptation and addiction can be anything that is a yearning of the mind and the body. And so when we're feeling low, we definitely sometimes soothe with these things. So the Spirit is saying there's nothing inherently wrong with these things, but it's when these things get on top of us or we have this yearning. We can't get enough. This is where this becomes a problem. So take that as you will. At the bottom, we have the Knave of Chalices or the Page of Cups. So you are receiving some intuitive messages about the future, like this person is getting a glimpse of their future self here. And I feel like this is kind of what is happening here with you is you can kind of see where you're going. It is a little unclear, but you are getting hints of it here. And I feel like the beginning of April towards mid-April, you're very curious as to where this is going to take you, because by then the energy is starting to clear out. You're starting to feel very optimistic about the future, and you're starting to embody this vision of yourself that at the beginning of mid-March you were kind of seeing. And by mid-April, you are embodying this, almost looking back at your past self and being like, wow, I am glad this happened in the way that it did. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got here. And then you see the divine plan at work and why there was the necessity for this heavy redirection. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Scorpio's path of magic and manifestation for mid-March to mid-April of 2023. All right, this one hit first. Sorry, YouTube. One more card, please. All right, we'll get 2 then, I guess. All right. Let's just go ahead and All right. We have the Lovers. We have the Element of Swords, which is traditionally air. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Eight of Swords. And at the bottom, we have the Chariot. So with the Lovers card, you're definitely at this crossroads. And it does feel like it's a crossroads where you can't really go back. You have two options in front of you. One is not appealing. One is something that you know is something you're meant for, and this would be the one to take. But you can't go back now. So there is this fork in the road. You do end up in a place that is more in alignment with your destiny. You're coming into this universal harmony as you come into this, and you're really falling in love with yourself, this new this future you. And then with the Element of Swords, this definitely has you in your thoughts and feels at this time. So there's this like, why did this happen? And then you're trying to figure out like all these moving pieces of the tower and this renovation of your life. And then how to move forward. So you really are in your thoughts at this time. And that makes complete sense. We have another Three of Wands here. Seriously? All right, we have another Three of Wands here. Three of Wands. 3 threes, creative. So with this expansion forward from this foresight that you've gotten, you're really working on something here. And this is a person on this card who is at their computer. They have the newspaper out. There is something circled, so they might be looking at a new home. They might be looking at a new apartment, a new job, things like this. There's a wad of jewels and money on the table here, so you're kind of looking at like your resources and asking yourself, like, can I do this? Can I make this move into this future? And the answer is yes. We have the Eight of Swords. I love this Eight of Swords card. But there is this self-imposed restriction here. There is this negative thought loop taking place. And no doubt, I would think anybody in this situation would be dealing with some negative thoughts or some negative self-perceptions at this time. But this is... what do they say? A self-imposed restriction. So you have the power to release yourself from this. And it does appear that you do. When you begin to look at this situation as something that must be for the greater good. And this is what releases you from this self-imposed restriction. And you begin to move forward with this energy of the Chariot. So you are moving forward with a lot of ambition. It's like you're just transitioning the ambition you were utilizing here, and you're just putting it to use somewhere else where you have been directed here, and you're taking this new journey here, and doing so with a lot of confidence. Now, the confidence is a little rocky from mid to end of March. I do feel like by the end of March, that is kind of cleared up, and you're starting to move forward with confidence. You're really pushing your willpower out there and overcoming any obstacles that may come in your way, because you refuse to lose here. And this is really going to help you, because you are taking successful action in this. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Scorpio's path of magic and manifestation for mid-March to mid-April of 2023. 3 cards, please. This deck has been a little funny style lately, and has been giving me some dry shuffles, so please, just thank you. Oh boy. 2 more cards, please. All right. Thank you. All right. This is more than I would normally take, but oh man. Okay. And it was this one. And then it was this one. All right. All right. Well, sorry. So I just have to note the kind of the body posture, the wings that these two have, the like upward looking gaze here of this card. All right. So I have no idea what this card says. But with this card, I feel like you are in the depths of this. You're discovering this treasure. it's like a sunken treasure here, and you would only have found this at the bottom here. And so this is in part why you're down there, because there's something that needs to be retrieved here. And this is something connected with how you perceive yourself, the self-confidence, what you're capable of. And so you're gaining that treasure and heading off on this adventure. Mikkel. I think that's what it says. Don't give me a bad comment. I don't know if that's what that says, but this is asking you to, and this is going to be hard initially, of course, but this is asking you to find some way to see this as a blessing here. And that initially this looks very bad, but as you look into this bag of things, you realize that it's kind of a mixed bag, and that you can kind of take out the bad and just move forward with the good here. And here we have the Dark Lady. I love this card. So in these depths, and I feel like this is this treasure, you're kind of uncovering some metaphysical powers, some spiritual wisdom is there. You're uncovering these mysteries, and there's these secrets of this treasure that are becoming known to you. Faf the Fooder. Anyway, so this is asking you to, no matter where you find yourself, come with your authentic self. Don't let this diminish you. This is also a reminder of the importance of grounding practices, centering practices, meditation. This is really going to help you weather this storm here. Because this storm isn't here to torture you. It's here for this level up for you. And we have the maker, or the master maker is what it says. So you are uncovering these skills of manifestation, and you're kind of embodying this magician type of energy as you move forward, and moving forward with a lot of strength. And it says, "Oh, that gnome." So this is asking you to get creative in the face of chaos here, and embrace your wild gifts. But it's like you would have to be in the depths of this to embrace your wild gifts, and this is what you're being redirected towards. And that this is a blessing in disguise. And when this hits, it is not going to feel like that. And I probably will get some funny comments. And by the end of mid-April, the comments will probably change a little bit, because you will see that this is a blessing in disguise. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Scorpio's path of magic and manifestation for mid-March to mid-April of 2023. Said you're curious what's beyond the horizon here, but you are getting the keys to unlock what is beyond this, but it is again the importance of seeing this as a blessing in disguise, and that there must be a higher reason for why this happened. No. That's too many. 2 more cards, please. Thank you. Transformation. There's definitely a transformation going on. Nature and persona. So, like I said, you're definitely very curious as to what is around the bend for you, and you're getting a little keyhole in which to see this future version of yourself. And so this is giving you actually the key to realize this must be for this higher purpose to bring me to this higher level of myself. This is the key that unlocks this door. This is actually what creates the transformation that you're going through. You're in this metamorphosis. So you, by the end of mid-April, you are emerging this butterfly, embracing your true nature. There's something about whatever you were shooting for that was... And it's not that you couldn't do this. You could easily do this. But the nature of yourself, your heart, is calling you someplace else. And that there's a lot of persona tied up into where you were going. And you could... personal identification of how you identify yourself, and I'm this type of person in the world, and sometimes titles go with this, like I'm Dr. whoever, and this whatever didn't work out. It was kind of on flimsy ground, and it was based on a persona, not your nature. So now you're being redirected towards something that is more in alignment with your nature, and your nature becomes this new persona. This is why this is a blessing and in disguise here. All right, please give us 3 cards for how does this translate to the mundane sphere? How does this translate to everyday life for our Scorpios for what is on their path of magic and manifestation for mid-March to mid-April of 2023? Room. All right, 2 more, please. All right. So we have room, house, and pleasure seeker. So with whatever you were working on here, you're trying to fill this space within yourself. As you see, this persona is... There's not much inside of there. There's space. There's actually outer space inside of this persona. So there's this room within yourself, this space within yourself that you're trying to fill. You're trying to fill with a certain level of security, house and home, things like this. And it does appear that the pleasure seeker, these are people who overindulge and are really looking out for their own best interest, and a lot of times will get over on someone else or have no problem with derailing someone else's life as long as they can continue pleasure seeking. And so this is why some of these cups... This is why your cup has spilled out. And for some of you, and this might be hard to swallow, this pleasure seeker is you, and you may have pleasure seeked right up to the line and crossed that line, and this caused your abundance to spill out. But again, this is a redirection. This is all for a higher purpose. Please give us 3 cards for a final parting message. What would you like to leave Scorpios for what is on their path of magic and manifestation for mid-March to mid-April of 2023? 3 cards, please, for our Scorpios for a final parting message. All right, we have the Ace of Swords. that's too many. If they're meant to come out, they'll come back out again. All right. We have the Empress. The King of Cups. All right. At the bottom, we have the Seven of Swords. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, pleasure seeky. Anyway, so we have the Ace of Swords. So there is a truth coming to the light, and it is kind of breaking through the clouds. And this truth is kind of creating a tower for you. But from the rubble, there is this immense amount of growth that takes place. And this opens up a lot of new opportunities. I feel like a lot of your time and resources, identity, was wrapped up in this old thing. And so you didn't really have room, even if you wanted to pursue something else, you didn't really have space for it. But now you have this space and the opportunities are opening up as you begin to grow and you are stepping into your abundance, even though it doesn't feel like that initially. And you might not feel like it's coming in until it comes in, but it is coming in for you. And we have the King of Cups. Was there another King of Cups somewhere? I think so, right? No. Anyway. No. Well, oops, my bag. So no King of Cups yet. So we have this King of Cups here. So moving forward, all jokes aside, you're moving forward very emotionally balanced. Any issue with past people, things like this, you're dealing with it in a very diplomatic way. You're being very business about it. And this, for some of you, this may require some legal action, some litigation, and still you are maintaining this diplomatic view. This is business. This is money. Give me my money. So this is kind of how you're moving here. And again, a lot of emotional balance moving forward. And after this tower, you know that you can handle this chaos energy and almost thrive in it. So we have the Six of Swords at the bottom. So there is some energy of trickery here. And this feels like someone that's connected, these pleasure seekers that are connected to what you have been working on. Now, these may be people that are working on this. And this might just be people in your friend group, your family network here, that may be taking advantage of your resources here. But there is someone in your energy that is trying to get away with something, and they are deceiving you some way. So this is definitely tricky, sneaky, and this is definitely somebody you don't want in your camp here. So some of this pain is also due to cutting out some people that you thought had your back. But this is also asking you to be very strategic in the way that you move forward, which I feel like you are. It was already kind of indicated here. And move forward and stand in your power here with the Emperor here. So really standing in your power. And be ready, as this person, the Emperor, has their armor on already underneath their cloak or whatever this is. So this person is ready to go at any moment, but they're sitting in their power. So this is how the Spirit is asking you to move forward. Oh my gosh, I just saw it was underneath there. Jeepers. All right, so we have the Two of Cups. So this is asking you to do some reprioritization. This is definitely asking you to be adaptable. You're going to want to adapt. There's a saying that my dad would say that was like, if you're not flexible, you're going to snap. So this is this importance to be very flexible at this time. And do know that you're moving from this rocky ocean onto solid ground, and this solid ground is kind of waiting for you in April here. So take a deep breath, and we have the Ace of Cups again here. So this is this gift in disguise here. The universe is trying to redirect you to a place where your cup is going to be completely full. Whatever this was for you, even at best, it was only going to fill your cup halfway. Even if you got to the peak of this, you would still feel incomplete here. So the universe is redirecting you towards something that you will feel complete. And this overflowing of compassion, spiritual sustenance. And so that's the reason for this tower here. That's the reason for this sudden change, is to create this awakening in you, to show you that you can not only ride this chaos, but thrive in it. That's real power right there. And we have the Temperance card there. So this is definitely asking you where there may be some indulgence, use moderation. I feel like as you move forward, you're feeling very balanced, feeling more on your purpose here. And do know that this is something that the divine has mixed up for you. And this is this cup here. This is this Ace of Cups, this overflowing of abundance here on the other side of this. The Spirit is asking you to keep your heart open. This may be challenging, but this is going to kind of be magic power for you moving forward. And your intuition is very lit up. You're receiving messages. You're receiving guidance. And this new day is dawning for you. So I think we'll go ahead and leave this reading here. Scorpios, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement. This appears very challenging, but it also appears that you end up in a much better spot. And I really don't like to give a reading like this, but I can't in good conscience sugarcoat it. So this is what I'm being given. This is what I'm giving to you. So again, a lot of love and encouragement for mid-March to mid-April. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. However you're taking this in, once again, you are truly most appreciated. And Scorpios, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.